soul, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to another day above ground. It's Easter Sunday, though I do not celebrate it. Having grown up in the United States, it's unavoidable. So, Easter salutations to everyone who is out there celebrating, commemorating, or what have you. And speaking of Easter, I've been watching these Anunnaki channels, right? There's one in particular I think I told you about a while back. And in a recent episode, there was an explanation of the connection between the Easter bunny and Easter eggs, because we all know that bunnies don't lay eggs. And the explanation sounds like this is supposed to be ancient, right? The explanation sounds like something that was made up maybe in the 18 or 1900s to explain the connection. So anyway, there's this goddess, and this goddess had a favorite hare or something like that. Anyway, no, the goddess, I sound like a guy telling a joke that he doesn't know. I don't know the story. So the goddess had this favorite bird or something like that, right? She turns the bird into a hare. I don't even remember why. Then the hare wanted to be turned back into a bird, so the goddess turned the hare back into a bird, and to show its appreciation, the bird gave her some eggs. Easter eggs. I'll tell you another thing that I never put together. You know that Easter is East, okay? It's more Easter than Wester. You know what I mean? So what's the significance of the East? Well, the sun rises in the East, but also Venus rises in the East. And Venus is one of those planets that's associated with the deity, goddess, Venus is associated with the goddess of love and maybe Ishtar. And it wasn't until the internet days that the connection was made for me, by the way. I didn't come up with this by myself. It was a meme that said Easter is based on Ishtar. And I'm like, okay, it just seems more like this changing of the language and changing of the mind into a new mental paradigm. So as usual, largely unprepared for what I wanted to talk about. And this always reminds me of that Tim Allen show, where he would go in the backyard, he would talk to his neighbor, he'd get all this advice from the neighbor, and then he doesn't remember most of it, and he has to go around and relate what he doesn't remember to his wife or to his kids or whatever the case may be. This is yours truly. I'm Tim Allen, man. I'm Tim the Tool Man. I'm Knox the Conspiracy Man. I'm Knox the Anunnaki Man. I go and watch a video. I get about 10% of it. And then I try to relate to you guys the 10% of the 10%. Da, 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 da. So anyway, Easter, Ishtar, Venus, pagan, early Christianity, mental manipulation, propaganda, change in paradigm. It's just kind of going through time, man. So this is how we do. Let's take a quickie break and get back to today's episode of Noxoma Life Camp 2.0. We got some behind the scenes secrets for you.
Our mission is to provide compelling, provocative, healing, life-enhancing content to a global, English-speaking audience. Noxoma Life Camp 2.0 is a global healing initiative, 7-year plan that aims to encourage, guide, and instruct individuals to elevate their vibrations, align their frequency with universe, and reconnect with source. Also, to benefit on this material plane, reality through improved health and wellness, happiness, humility, and abundance. As we reach our funding goals, we will be able to advance to the next phase of our calling. Thank you for supporting our effort.
Welcome back, friends. Since it's a holy day and there's some changes coming along into the lifestyle, I figured I'd give you some behind the scenes inside information. We were prepared for this, figuring that maybe the Noxoma Life Camp side would have to be a kind of behind the scenes explainer or Nox-splainer to the Full Metal Oxide. This time next week, we expect to be on the road and out of our usual abode for about 3 weeks. We're going to continue rolling the way we have been, especially with Full Metal Ox. We took a big bite with our commitment to posting an FMO episode every day. So, what do? We go forward. We prepare. We have episodes ready to be released through the end of the month. Of course, you know by now where to find us. We're on BitChute, we're on Rumble, we're on Odyssey, and we link these episodes to Rumble via the Substack page. Now, Rumble and Odyssey, those bad boys are set in advance. The episodes will be released automatically on the day that they are scheduled, and I don't even have to be around to do it. BitChute is a different story. I have to physically go on the site and unhide or publish the episode. I don't anticipate that this will be a problem because I can do it from my phone, but you never know. I can get up first thing in the morning and release it on BitChute, boom, no problem. But we also do the blogs. There's a little bit of a daily blog that goes along with every episode that has the link in it. That's on Gab, that's on Minds, that's on Steemit and Hive. So those bad boys might be delayed a little bit depending on my daily obligations. And speaking of which, I just want to thank you guys wherever you watch us, man. You know, we appreciate the eyeballs, we appreciate the good deeds, the thumbs up, and the encouragement. In one of our spots, we talked about changing things up, adding some new scenery, adding some new formats, all this kind of stuff, and boom, it happened. It happens for several reasons. One, as I always talk about, we speak it into being, but you know, there's a little bit more to it than that. You know, we have this desire to change what we're looking at as well. There's no one that looks at either one of these series more than yours truly. You know, picking up the little gaffes, picking up the mispronunciation, picking up the slurred words, and sometimes the slang, and definitely the noise, and definitely the scenery and the redundancy of life in the simulation. Plus, this New Jack lifestyle will enable us to work on yet another project that we were thinking about 5 years ago. So how about that? Riddle me this, man. What happens if you make it to 50 and you're in good shape, you're not on any meds, you're not obese, and you're not at risk for anything? What can you expect? Can you expect another 5 years, another 10 years, another 50 years? Do you want to outlive your life expectancy? Or maybe you're doing it right now. How are you feeling? Tell me your secret, man. We want to know. Riddle me this. What happens if you make it 60 years? You're not on meds, you're not obese, you don't have any chronic diseases, terminal diseases, you're still out there doing your thing. What can you expect? Another 50, another 60 years? Let a brother know, man. This is what it's all about. Outliving your life expectancy. It's not a matter of luck. It's not a matter of fortune. It's not a matter of good genes. The cats that I know, the cats that I have watched that have spent a long time in the gym made conscious efforts to get there, to get where they are, to stay in shape, and to not be sick. If you leave your health and wellness to chance, you won't know what to expect. Riddle me this. What happens if you make it to 70? No meds, no obesity, no chronic illnesses, and you're still out there rocking and rolling. What can you expect? Can you expect another 70 years, or is the candle burning down? Let a brother know. It's Noxoma Life Camp 2.0. It's all about wellness, healing, longevity, and keeping things moving, baby. Like, subscribe, share, come to the Substack page. We'll see you there. I think perhaps we have adequately filled up today's offering. Remember, friends, we're always sending out good vibes to you, vibes of gratitude, vibes of well-being, health, and so forth. Thanks as always for watching, especially for subscribing. We'll see you next time. Peace.
This program is made possible by viewers like you. No sponsors, no affiliates, no grants, no foundations. Just your subscriptions and contributions. Thank you.